Hey everyone, it's Lori Davis, and today I'm so excited to have Alex with us. He's actually an agent in Ohio, and he hasn't been in real estate for very long, but he has also had just already a great experience in real estate. And really, I think a lot of that has to do with the company that you join. So Alex, welcome, and let's dive right into, what you love about EXP and how your career is going.
Thank you so much for interviewing me, Lori. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot. And you know why I chose EXP is just simply because of all I in my area. There's only three or four brokerages that are kind of dominating, if you will. EXP wasn't necessarily one of them. In fact, we are still growing in my area at an alarming rate, but we are still growing. So what I heard from them was something, when I was listening to both you and the other people that I talked about from EXP, kind of explained to me why they chose it. It was something different, something that, not a lot of the other ones were offering. And the fact of one, the split is, very cut and dry, 80-20 right off the bat. You know, not a lot of the traditional brokerages that I were talking to were offering anything like that. Most of them wanted me to be on a team as well, which I'm not. It is hard to start your business as a solo agent, just starting out in real estate, but I knew it's what I wanted to do. I was okay with the challenge because I wanted to do it on my terms and build it my way. And it's been working for me. And I've been very, very blessed to have the success that I have had. But being able to do it on my terms, my way, but also, the help that I have had, while it has been on my terms, my way, it hasn't been all on my own. I've had so much help from fellow EXP agents here in Columbus, but Montana, California, Florida, I'm getting coaching help, mentoring, whatever you want to, whatever word you'd like to use to describe it, from multiple different agents, wisdom, guidance from multiple different agents in other areas. And they're not asking me to pay anything. They want to help me. They want to see me grow. And I can't speak to other brokerages positively or negatively because I've never been to another brokerage. But in this brokerage, I can say that I am absolutely blessed to be here because of the term that I really love that they use is one big fire. And it really feels like it because it feels like they see me getting out of a commercial painting, getting into real estate, and not a ton of money to be able to invest, not a lot of experience in the real estate industry, not a big sphere of influence. I didn't have a lot going for me to get into real estate. But because of the help, the information, the guidance I've had, my little fire has been growing. And, now, I mean, I've over doubled, almost tripled, heading towards quadrupled my production for my first year. And I'm looking to keep building and building and building. And I couldn't have done it without the help. You can't do it on your own. And I'm just so blessed to have been part of a company that's willing to put the time, the effort, and the energy into helping me grow. That
That's
is why I
fantastic.
chose EXP.
Well, and that's a lot. But what really, when you had an agent, if they would say to you, why are you with EXP? What is it about EXP that would help me with our business? Because obviously your business is going to be different than their business. So when
Mhm.
you're talking to another agent, I know you and I both, when we talk to other agents, are more about what are their needs? What problems do they have that
How
currently need
can
to be
we help?
solved, and how can we help? So I
Yeah.
think that's really the focus here, is to make sure that people understand that eXp Realty is not just a company. It's not just another traditional real estate company. It's a real estate platform. So however it is that your business plan is wanting to grow, eXp can help you grow that because of the platform, because of the collaboration, because of the fact that we're not just in one city, we're worldwide. So
Yeah.
now you not only have access to people that are local, but you have access from people all over the world. And on top of that, what people really don't know, and I think this is fantastic for new agents, is in our world, we have 80 plus hours of free training every single week taught by the top 1% in the industry. So you get to learn for free from the top 1% in the industry that teach you how to fast pace your business.
On top of that, we have the I believe it's still called Facebook Workplace. And we have the workplace group. You have 80 hours of training where you can go and learn any topic. I mean, the calendar list is so immersive as far as how much there actually is to learn each and every day, let alone every week. But if you ever have a question, I have my mentor here in Ohio. I have you, and I have the 65 or 68,000, I believe we're at now, agents in the workplace. If I just put a question in there, I almost guaranteed to have 10 answers by the end of the day. It's amazing. There's local groups, there's nationwide groups. I mean, a big part of the business that helped me get going, because again, I didn't have a sphere, was other agents trusting me to help their clients, that were moving from, Nevada, Texas, California to Ohio, to the Columbus area. That was a big thing that helped me get started, helped me start making money, bring money in to invest in myself and grow. If it wasn't for the trust of these other agents and the willingness to help out a new agent, it'd be a tougher start than it already is to start a business on your own.
Well, and that's the truth of it. And again, you don't know because you haven't been with other companies what it is like. But I can tell you that as a new agent, most companies have a very, very basic, if you even call it, boot camp to help an agent get started. So here's the problem with being a new agent. You get your license, you learn how to not lose your license, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
But you never learned how to write contracts. You never learned, how to negotiate. You never learned the skills
how to read a contract,
reading
what it all
people
means.
even, right? All of the things that you don't know, and that's scary. So when you go talk to a brokerage, they tell you they got your back. They're going to help you do this. They tell you that they have the most producing agents, in their company. It's the same thing with each and every one of them. And so what you want to do is really dive into what is it you're going to show me? How much time are you going to spend with me? Do I have a mentor? Is somebody assigned to me so that I get the time and help that I need? Or am I relying on my busy broker to do it? Right. So that's really what an agent needs to dive into. Now, you mentioned teams, and a lot of agents are team leaders and they're looking for new agents to join their team. Well, you have to look at it as to why that team lead wants to have you on their team as a new agent. It's because they know you've got friends and family that you're going to close probably in the first year. They're not going to put a whole lot of time into you to train you. They're going to take 50% of your income, and you're still going to pay a percentage to the company. So you're looking at really 70% of your check gone just because you joined a team. So you have to weigh it, even if they say they're providing you things like lock boxes and photographs and sold signs. How much business do you think you're really going to do in the first year that 50% is going to even equal out to what they say they provide you? So be smart. It's your business. Look at the numbers and find out, does that make any sense? Know your numbers, definitely. Some agents will hit the ground running. They'll definitely have business lined up before they even have their license. Other agents, they're going to be slower. They're going to be more hesitant. They're going to tell everybody they're new. Do you have somebody that's going to guide you and say, don't tell everybody you're new? If you don't know something, then you need to say, that's a good question. I'll get back to you. Do you have somebody that's going to guide you to show that you are professional? And the good thing about us is that we don't have to have a personal team. We actually are a massive team because we're one big fire. So you have partners, not just team members, but partners throughout the country that you can go ask that question to and get back to that person with the right answer, right? So that's a huge thing. He mentioned also the mentor program. Alex, that mentor program, how long does that last? What is the split that you get as a mentee when you're in that program?
If I'm not mistaken, your mentor, if you have not sold houses before, like if you're not an experienced agent coming in, you have 3 transactions you have to do in the mentor program. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they get 10% or 20?
It was 60-40. So the split goes from 80-20 to 60-40 for
so they get 20% for 3 transactions. So 60-40 is what your split would be. And what you get with that, though, again, you don't have to do that if you're an experienced agent, but if you're newer, it's amazing because I could call up, Ryan is now a good buddy of mine. He's a really good dude who's helped me a lot in my business. He's a good man. And I've been able to build a relationship with him, but also he's been able to answer all the questions that I have. And, if I need to call him at, 7 o'clock because I have to put in an offer, that's, he's there to help. He's there to, hey, okay, let's go over this contract. We need to hop on Zoom. Let's hop on Zoom. Whatever you got to do to be able to get the understanding you need to write up a contract to where you are doing the due diligence for your client. That was always the biggest thing for me. It's like, you talk about being scared about writing a contract because we don't learn that in class. We learned, okay, here's some things you don't want to do, but didn't learn the whole step by step. So it's like, where do I put earnest money? How do I not make me look like a clown to the other agent that does know what they're doing,
And not make a big mistake that you're really worried about, right?
Yeah.
Things that you're having to go back to your client and say, wow, I didn't know this, and I'm sorry I did this. That being a part of that mentor program helps you to have eyeballs on everything that you do to make sure that you don't make those mistakes that are so
I've heard
embarrassing.
some very embarrassing, very unfortunate stories of from other new agents about things that they have done. And I can say I've made one mistake in my entire career so far, and it did not cost us anything because thankfully, we were able to catch it. But it's one of those things where without, someone to review the contract to catch it, or without, someone to be able to be there to tell you, you don't know. I didn't realize reading this is a little detail, but I didn't really realize reading the contract initially that you're supposed to essentially get within the 7 days that you put for inspection period, you're supposed to, the 3 days doesn't add on top of that. You need to get the remedy within the 7-day inspection period, and then they have 3 days to negotiate the remedy. I
And then
didn't
come
know
to
that.
an
It doesn't
agreement.
read that way when you're
Right.
Exactly.
And they have to agree and either out of contract or moving forward. So it's an
It's
important thing to
confusing
not
if
miss
you don't know that.
deadlines.
Exactly. Because then they don't have to respect your remedy.
That's
They
right.
could just say, go forward or get out.
Sorry, you missed it. Yep,
That's it.
exactly.
So,
Those contract dates are essential for sure.
That's it. And, I know that's a little technical, but that's just one of those things where it's like the wording on that is not new agent friendly. So, without someone experienced to catch that and explain that to me, that's where you mess up a deal for somebody on a house they love. You lose a client potentially, but more than that, you lose business, you lose, friendships, relationships, just trying to build your business. You can't make those mistakes because that one deal could lead to more deals. Everybody talks about it. Referrals are massively important in this business.
Yeah.
You need people to know you, like you, trust you, and want to work with you.
Again and again, and refer you to everybody they know. Exactly. You want in their book, because ultimately the number one thing new agents are worried about is more business. They want leads. They want to know how to lead generate. Well, your best business is going to come from the people you've worked with. So after you have turned them into clients, keep them, as clients, but you're going to want to make sure you did such a good job that they will refer to you, because that's where you never have to buy a lead again. As long as you're able to keep building those relationships and treat your clients well, those are the things that, really an agent needs to focus on and understand. Now, the other thing is that with new agents coming into EXP, and with any agent, whether you're brand new or you've been with another company, the one difference with EXP that you have is that everybody has equity in the company. That means that you have ownership with your company. So with Alex, with you coming into EXP and closing the first deal that you had, you were awarded stocks. You became an owner at that point. And so as you continue to sell, that's a huge incentive, because right now you're getting the ability at a 10% discounted rate to purchase more equity every time you close with the 5%. So now you're building your retirement, you're building wealth on the back end because you're an owner with the company. And that is something that does not happen with other companies. There's companies that are trying to imitate what EXP has set up, but they have not. They're years and years behind what we're doing. Their models are different, just enough that it makes a huge difference.
And the difference that the stock makes is, I really can't put into words how just amazing it feels to, so it's 5% of my commission that would come to me after the 80-20 split and everything goes into that. And so I don't even notice that being gone.
And
Just
stocks
to
are
be
purchased
frank.
for you, and you don't have to
Exactly.
think about it. You don't have to learn how to be an investor. You have a Morgan Stanley portfolio,
As
and that is
someone,
building for you.
exactly. As someone who is a big fan of stocks in the stock market and crypto and all that, and who's made a little bit of money doing that recently, I can tell you that while, Shiba and Dogecoin, all these big name things that are making people a lot of money, I've got some money in those. I've been doing well with those. One of the ones that's been the most consistent and the best for me is easily EXP, because every time I go in there, it's always going up. It's always going up. And, I was fortunate enough to sell a couple homes before it really blew up. So I made a nice chunk right off the bat. And it's so consistent, and just truly to be able to constantly after every deal, just look in there, and see it going up and up and up. I'm 27 years old. I've been in the business going on 2 years. I'm already well on my way to having a retirement plan. I've got a buddy that's been putting money into a 401k, and I am catching him fast. And
And
it's
that
just
isn't
one of
that
those
amazing? He's
things.
probably been doing it 10, 15 years, and you're going into
He's
it
been doing it
too.
8 years.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
almost at 10 years, and I'm going into 2. And if I continue the pace I'm at, well, God, if I continue the pace I'm at right now for selling homes, it's just going to keep. I mean, I'm going to lap him and lap him and lap him. And that, that's not to say what he's doing by any means isn't great. It's just to say that the opportunity that I was
Well,
given
what it
is
is
just
it's
exponential.
not that what he isn't doing isn't great. The difference is no realtors have had this before.
Yeah.
So you had to go get a job to have a retirement account or understand how to invest, and remember to pay yourself first
Yeah, he's got
and
a
into
good
your
job.
investments.
Yeah.
So with real estate, we've never had this opportunity to have anything similar to a 401k. And the cool part about it is, as we sell more homes, there's actually milestones within your year, each year, your calendar year, that you will earn more stock. So with the 5%, that's what we call equity, which means that you can pull it out anytime. There's no vesting period. Now, if you're awarded stocks because of the milestones that you're accomplishing with selling, that has to vest for 3 years. The cool part about that is your dashboard shows you what's vested and what's available. So you can keep track of that. Now, with investing in, the other cryptocurrencies, Alex can pull money out of EXP if he wants and disperse it into crypto or whatever else
All
he wants to
the
do.
5% that I have in there.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I
he
could
has
move
the
that if I
ability
felt
to
like
pull
it.
that out. And when he does vest, which in another year he'll vest for the things that he's already been awarded, he can pull that out and also purchase, and diversify into other stocks, other tech stocks and things. So it gives you the ability to create these portfolios that you don't have this opportunity in real estate otherwise. So being an owner, Alex, 2 years in the business, he's an owner with EXP Realty. That gives him leveraged income that he wouldn't have without EXP. So when you're new and you're thinking about it, ask your company that you're interviewing for, are you going to give me any ownership? Are you going to award me for as I sell more homes? Is there any way that I can build a wealth, portfolio with you? And the answer is going to be no, because they're building their wealth portfolio. They're building their retirement. That's why they own companies and franchises, so they can get that leverage. You don't have that with any other real estate company. Truly, EXP is providing that to agents as soon as you sell your first home under EXP Realty.
And that's it. And to summarize, really, Lori, the question initially you asked me is, why did I join EXP? Well, the answer is simply the people, the amount that they were willing to pour into me before I was even a licensed agent, just talking to them, the knowledge, the help. Then when I did become licensed, it was a no-brainer. Well, why did I stay? I've been in 2 years. Why am I staying? How many people do I know that have been in less than 2 years and are on the third brokerage? Why did I stay? The answer is still the people. That's a big part of it. I'm not going to lie. But the multiple options for income. I don't just have to sell real estate to make money. I have 3, 4, 5 different ways to make money in this company, to make consistent income. And
in
that
between
is
chasing
more than you can
deals.
say. Yeah, in between
Right.
chasing deals. I still
Right.
sell real estate because I
Right.
want to build all this, at once. But to get to where some of these other agents are financially in my area and other areas that are selling a lot more real estate, I don't need to necessarily sell a lot more real estate. I know people making more money than them that aren't selling as much real estate. And well and beyond. I mean, it's just the exponential growth of this company is unparalleled anywhere, really. And
Well,
it's truly a blessing to be here.
and the point being that if you wanted to not sell homes and concentrate on the other ways of making money within this company, you could do that.
Yeah.
And for most agents, they're believing that they have to sell till the day they die. And even then they're struggling to make sure they have $1 million saved in order to be able to afford their life past working. And that's a scary situation to be in, so that you have to ask yourself, are you planning on your future? What if something happens to you and get cancer, or you're in a car accident where you can't sell? Things happen to people super fast to where all of a sudden they cannot continue their career and they don't have a backup plan. So this gives people a backup plan without really having to think about it, because it's put into place for you. And it gives you the ability with this company to have your own brand. So Alex can literally, if he decides to, he can actually brand out himself with an LLC. All you have to do is have the brokered by eXp Realty, like I have behind me. And that has to be, on your signs, because that's the liability is through eXp. They take that for you. And they also provide you the broker. So you don't have to get your broker's license if it's not part of your business plan. Then you can still run your own company within a company. Actually, it's like a mini brokerage within a brokerage. So Alex has the ability to grow that as well and leverage other agents if he wants to, or just generate leads and provide those leads to agents and get a referral fee. So there's so many different things that you can do within this company. So what I would like you guys to do is reach out to Alex, have him show you what he's talking about with these other streams of income. Have him show you our incredible CRM that's included in our tech fee, which is only $85 a month. We have such incredible tools, such an incredible platform. We have the ability to create wealth. We have an ability to have that backup plan. So you should be asking yourself, why are you not with eXp yet? That's what you should be asking yourself, because it's truly the platform that is built by agents for agents. So I want to thank you so much, Alex, for sharing your story today. And I think you're going to inspire a lot of people that are sitting there thinking, now at the end of the year, we're at our last quarter. They're not happy with the fact that maybe they did sell a lot of homes, but they gave a lot of their money away to the broker. And maybe they don't have much in their savings account. Maybe they've worked so much that they can't even take a vacation and they haven't spent the time they need with their family. So now's the time that they're going to start to reevaluate how this year has been. So do yourself a favor, reach out to Alex and let him at least show you eXp Realty and how this platform will help your business grow. So again, we look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you do go to our Facebook page. We actually have a couple different brands that we have to reach out to us. So we have our Trailblazers YouTube channel, which is here. We also have our Lead Experts YouTube channel, which we do tons and tons of free training that is going to help you. So make sure that you go to YouTube and subscribe to both, and make sure you hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any of our interviews or our fantastic training. So you guys, thank you so much, and we will see you next time.